You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Angel is actually out and about today. Sitting in for her is the lovely, the talented, the beautiful, and the amazing Carrie Conley.
I just show up for the introduction.
You are amazing.
Now I can go home.
You are lovely, talented, beautiful, and amazing.
I love you. Thank you for that, and so are you.
Infinite Nation. What's going on over at Infinite Nation?
A lot going on at Infinite Nation.
Tell us.
A workshop coming up called Vision is Everything. I do this on a quarterly basis for individuals and entrepreneurs who are getting their vision on.
Wow.
Yeah, they need to, they're feeling a little overwhelmed. So they are working on getting clearer on their direction of what they want to create in their life and their business so they can have a straighter path and monetize faster.
Oh, that sounds good.
New favorite word, monetize.
Monetize faster. I like
Yeah.
that. It's actually a hyphenated word, just one word, monetize faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is now.
Right. Love it. Okay, well, and where do people find out more information about how to monetize faster and get in on your workshops?
My website is the fastest way, and it's just infinitenation.com.
That's easy.
It's easy.
Infinitenation.com. You are encouraged, in fact, inspired now to go to infinitenation.com and check it out. Do you watch the news?
Rarely.
Right.
Yes. It's just too depressing.
That's why we deliver a different kind of news here at the
That's
Experience
exactly
Pros
why I
Radio
love you
Show.
guys. Yeah.
Yes. And do you know the name Chip Bergh?
I do not know that name.
Chip Bergh is a famous guy, and he hasn't washed his jeans in for a long time.
And
the jeans that he wears, he doesn't wash them.
That would be...
He doesn't wash them at all. He hasn't got a skin disease or anything else, he says.
Okay.
Chip Bergh is the CEO of Levi Strauss.
I see.
Right.
So these were the very first pair that were ever made?
I don't know that that's the case, but I do know that he says you ought to stop washing your jeans. And if you stop washing your jeans, you're going to conserve water.
Okay, I get that.
Now,
but...
Well, some people think it's kind of gross.
Yeah, I'm thinking...
Not to wash your jeans.
Yeah.
But he says that the jeans actually will wear longer. They will stay fit longer. Because when you wash them, obviously the stretchy and the whatever makes jeans
sure
kind of wears down, right?
Yeah, they shrink up. They get a little tighter, But here's the thing: how old is Chip Bergh?
Well, his jeans. I don't know how old his jeans are, but he's probably in his 50s. I'm guessing.
Okay, so he's had these jeans for...
Who knows? I don't know the answer to that question.
Is he married? I'm thinking he lives alone.
I don't know the answer to that either.
I would guess. That's kind of scary.
Well, I don't know. I don't think it's really groundbreaking. Really?
Because...
I haven't washed my underwear
I was going to say, I wasn't going to go there because I was going to let you do that all by yourself. But I'm thinking, what? Chip Bergh's your new hero?
Absolutely. I mean, we're saving the planet here.
Yeah.
Just the two of us.
Okay, that does not line up with your vision of tall, blonde woman somewhere in your future.
I am completely joking. It's comedy.
Yes, I would hope so.
You like pizza?
I love pizza.
Would you order pizza? Have you ever had it delivered?
Yeah, absolutely.
By a drone in Mumbai?
No.
Apparently, the troops in Mumbai were really hungry, and Francesco's Pizzeria used a 4-rotor drone to make pizza delivery to a high-rise building.
I'm thinking there's definitely like a mile limitation of where you've got to be to get that. Mm-hmm. Was it intact?
Do you have to tip? How do you tip?
I don't know.
I don't either. Just throw the bills towards the drum. Right?
Have you been working on the sound effects today?
They won't give me a sound effects board.
Well, I don't think you need one. Mm-hmm. We'll need to. My husband's really good at the sound effect thing, too. He loves that. We'll have to bring him in.
Pizza costs $2,000.
$2,000 for one pizza?
The drone costs $2,000. I don't know what the pizza costs. I don't know.
I hope he
Goofy.
gets tipped for that.
Yeah. So anyways, we've got some fun news here. Of course, we also have a great show in store for our listeners here today. And folks, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about what's holding you up in your business. Really, are you talking success but not seeing it? Carrie and I have a couple of thoughts on that coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event, ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dr. Gary Donovitz. At BioT Medical, we've developed the most effective way to balance your hormones. And unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams that come with many negative and dangerous side effects, bioidentical natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, the right choice, the safe choice.
Your photographs are your treasures. Your art collection means something to you, and that jersey you won in that silent auction is providing you with tons of bragging rights, so it matters to you where you have it framed. Trust your framing to the experts at Frame D'Art, the experts with heart. What matters to you matters to Frame D'Art. Don't drop your treasures off at a warehouse. Call Frame D'Art, 303-722-1525, 303-722-1525, located just north of Dartmouth on South Broadway in Englewood. Frame D'Art, it matters.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the Orange Effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience. What are you laughing about?
Chair dancing.
I am chair dancing.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
Me either.
Really plays the coolest vibe.
He does, and that's one of the
get into it.
reasons I love being here.
Absolutely. Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Carrie Conley sitting in for Angel today. And we're so happy to have you and Infinite Nation as a part of the Experience Pros Network. We're grateful to you for filling in.
Well, I'm grateful to be here.
Well,
it's always fun.
Let's talk about something that I know you deal with at one point. I'm going to make an assumption that I know
Yes.
that you deal with. We deal with every day as we have pretty close to 200 clients and thousands of listeners who, at one point or another over the last several years, have called in, written in, asked us face to face and whatnot. They come to us and they say, we'd really like you to help, assess our business, give us some of your ideas.
Sure.
How can we market our business? How can we grow our business? Whatever. And then when we tell them, because we care for them and we want to see them succeed, we truly want to see small business succeed here in this country. And when we tell them what to do, then you start maybe you can relate to this. I don't know. You start to hear, can I just call it what it is? Excuses.
Well, you and I know that because we can identify it, but a lot of times they don't even see it that way. They're not really.
They don't see it that way.
Right.
People, Carrie, people are. They say the right words.
Right.
I want to be successful.
Yes.
And they get to that point of success. We talked about this with a gentleman yesterday on the show. They get to that point of success, and then they back it off, right? Yeah. And I think it's because mentally they have not chosen to do what it requires to be successful, or they get in their mind that they can't handle the success.
Right.
Whatever.
There's so many things that happen at about that point.
Let's talk about some of the excuses that are the most common, though. We hear these every day.
Yeah.
And I'm going to call it out, and I'm going to call it what it is, and you can sit there and say, Eric Raymer of the Experience Bros, I think you're a jerk. Okay. All right.
Well, the two biggies are always time and money.
Oh, I don't have time.
No time.
I don't have the
Get
money.
around to it. You just don't understand my life situation. I've got this. I've got that. And that's that world of thinking that their life is different or harder than everybody else. And I've been around and been an entrepreneur for over 20 years, and I have to tell you, I've seen people become multimillionaires from their bedside. With true physical disabilities or reasons.
Right.
Having family, having a job, another job you're working, whatever, those are all very valid, and I don't mean to poo-poo them, but we all have them. Yes, I did say that.
You said poo-poo. I didn't say it. I want the
I'm sorry.
record to
I
reflect.
take it back.
It was
I
not
take it back.
me.
Yes, I know that.
It is always
the studio.
the feminine role
Oh,
that goes the poo-poo route. I'm just saying.
I'm so fired.
No, you're not fired.
Angel
In
Test.
fact, no, I'll bring you back because it's always put on me. It's not on me, and it's apparently not on Levi Strauss either. So you're right. Time and money they become these excuses. Lucille Ball, and I got to tell you, I loved watching Lucille Ball as I was growing up. Watched the Lucille Ball show. I think that she nailed it when she said this: I'd rather regret the things that I've done than regret the things I haven't done. There's a variation of that 1,000 different ways.
There is.
But here's the reality, Carrie. When people make excuses for why they cannot do something, they position themselves as, I cannot do something, right? And how many times have we told you over and over and over on this broadcast, we encourage you to say, find the excuse or the reason that you can do something. Find a way. You sit there and you watch, you talk about people who have disabilities of one sort or another who blow us away with their accomplishments, right?
But there's all different levels of what people see as real excuses and not real excuses.
It's true.
Somebody who's working from their bedside does not see that as an excuse, whereas somebody who thinks that they don't have time because they have, another job that they're working or, a husband that travels or whatever it might be.
Right.
To them, it's the same level of excuse. So it's a reality shift that needs to be made of, it's never, the other big excuse is the someday thing.
Someday. I'm not ready.
Right. I'm not ready.
Right.
When I lose the weight, when my husband is more supportive, when I don't have a full-time job, when my kids are at school.
Are you listening?
When I win the lottery and I have the money to start the business, then I will start. But, you've been to my workshops and I talk about what's negotiable and non-negotiable at that time. And the non-negotiables about
168
time,
hours.
yep, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to come. And I love that you just brought up regret, because the new big thing that I've started saying in my workshops is the other thing that's non-negotiable about time is it goes.
You can't get it back.
You cannot get it back.
Right.
I just told you I watched my grown son walk out the door this morning to go for an job interview.
We all have that.
Done.
As parents. It's amazing how brilliant we get when and philosophical.
Yes.
When we become parents.
Yep.
And we all have that reach out to say, my kids. But we're talking about your business now.
Right.
And the same thing applies. You cannot get it back. You cannot get that time back.
Right.
What you have is finite. It is limited. And so make the best of it. Make the use of it,
Yes.
the way that you can.
Yeah.
Now, and I got to be honest with you. We had, I have a listener who is currently out, and I'm going to see if I should how I should phrase this here. She's out looking for another place to live.
Okay.
All right. And she wanted to know if we were in the state that she is looking to live in. And I said, we've been in that state for over a year. And she says, oh, that's fantastic. I've known this girl for a long time. So I want to qualify this. She's more than just a listener. She's an acquaintance of ours. We've known her for years.
Okay.
Our paths cross regularly. And we've invited her because she's a fantastic businesswoman. We've invited her to be a part of the directory and the network of the Experience Pros. And it's always the time or the money, right?
Right.
Mostly the money, which if money is the issue with us, you have bigger issues, to be honest with you, because it's pennies on the dollar. I mean, it's so inexpensive to participate with us.
Again, it's a sense of perception.
It is a sense
You don't
of
know
perception.
what it takes to run a business and that you have to invest to go up
So-
at certain increments.
Right.
Yeah.
So she says to me, she's out looking at homes in this other area, and she says to me, do you have a place, are you represented in my state? Yes, we're represented in that state. And then she says, oh, well, when we move to this state, we have to partner up with you. And I'm like, you have a business that's established in this state. Why not partner up now?
Right. And
Excuses.
right.
So
It'll be something else.
Here are some of
Today
the-
it's one thing, tomorrow it's another thing.
Right.
Yes.
Some of the excuses that we hear regularly. I can't because my website is being rebuilt. I can't because I'm going through a rebrand. Right? I'm really not the expert. Really? If you're not the expert, why would you expect somebody to give you the exchange their money for your services? You are the expert.
Well, you know what all this it really is, Eric. It's just it's a cover up for what the real stuckness is.
Yep.
When I do again my workshops, I talk about all those outside circumstances and why most people never do what they say they dream of doing.
Right.
Using all the outside circumstances. When all those things change,
Yes.
that I will start. And the real thing is you have to identify, okay, if all those things, let's say those magically disappeared, like right now, boom,
Right.
gone, would you really start? And what we really get to is, okay, it's really about fear. I'm scared to death.
I'm scared to
I am
death.
scared to death.
That's the
What-
number one thing for our business. People are terrified of this microphone. I don't know why, but they are.
Yeah.
And the same thing goes, I'm terrified of success.
And we all have that. We've
Yeah.
talked about this before about what I call the mean girls in your head.
Right.
The self-talk is there.
Yep.
It's been there for a long time. And what real successful people do is they go to work at getting rid of all that stuff that's floating around in the head. It's not the outside circumstances they work on getting rid of. They work on getting rid on what's going on inside their head.
No one does it better than you do. Carrie, give your contact information, if you will, please, so that our listeners can stop with the excuses and start with their business. This wasn't necessarily to drive traffic to you, but you have the answer that we're looking for.
Right.
I just want to tell you, stop making excuses and get on with your business. It's your business.
Well, we both want the same thing. We want to see them succeed. So you can go to my website at infinitenation.com.
Yep, and a workshop is
There
coming
is a
up.
workshop, and it's on the website under upcoming events.
What's the date?
June 4th.
4th.
It's
Okay.
a lunch workshop just from 11 to 2. Lunch is included
At Chinook Tavern.
at Chinook Tavern.
Get on it.
Yeah.
Folks, stop making excuses. Sign up for this. It's well worth the investment, and you're going to thank us later. Have to take a quick break, but when we come back, it's business tips and insights. You're listening to Carrie and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to See It Thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Burt Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Burt Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Burt Middleton, the gout killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Burt directly 970-485-5955.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
When you think of going to the dentist, it makes you uncomfortable and uptight. You recall the dark ages of dentistry. Weisbard Dental wants to change that image. Imagine being welcomed in a comfortable, beautiful, brand new dental office with digital x-rays, digital photos, being comforted throughout the entire process. At Weisbard Dental, you'll be treated while relaxing in their massage chairs. Make an appointment for Weisbard Dental at 303-773-3373. Check them out at weisbarddental.com. WEISBARD dental.com.
I'm Dr. Lee Weisbard, and I can make you smile.
Ken Clark, Jason Worley, Grassroots Radio Colorado, this afternoon at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. Sitting in for Angel is the lovely Carrie Conley, Infinite Nation, get a vision, get a life.
I love that.
How's that?
Is that my new tagline?
It should be.
I knew you'd come up with one today.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here.
I love it. It's always a pleasure.
Business tips and insights. And you know what that means. This time every week we get to talk to our buddy Tony Rayburn, who is the founder of Extreme Relationship Management. Tony, welcome to the show, bro.
How's it going, team? Hello,
Hi,
Carrie.
Tony. How are you doing today?
Outstanding. Always great to have you sitting in as a guest host.
Thank you.
I love it.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Tony, thank you so much for being with us. What's our tip for today, man?
Today we need to talk about how we view our network of people that we've met. And a lot of times I use the analogy that you need to view your network as a living, evolving garden that produces fruit for your business.
Tony, do you do anything without an analogy or a metaphor?
You know, I was just waiting for that. He just gives always the best cliches and the visuals so that you really get it.
Okay, so we're gardening.
We're gardening today.
All right.
Okay?
Yep.
So you're the gardener, and you're responsible for its health, for the garden's health. You need to pay attention to each one of those relationships in the soil to make sure that they remain healthy.
Oh, boy.
Now, some relationships are going to wither, and you shouldn't feel constrained to salvage every one of them. But if you spend too much time trying to keep one relationship alive, it's going to cause you to neglect the others. So always be on the lookout for new relationships that you can introduce to your network. These new relationships, they can improve the health and beauty of the entire garden and cause other relationships to flourish and grow. So these new people, they're like the fertilizer and the sunshine, and your attention is the water to each one of these relationships. So the network of people you created is never done. You're not just a gardener for one season or a summer. You're a gardener full time on your network.
Tony, a great point. And I think of a gardener. I think of somebody who tends the garden.
Right.
You say always be on the lookout for those who are there. I've been on the lookout for a tall blonde. I can't tell you how long.
That's a whole different type of garden.
No, I will tend.
You're looking for one of those rare plants, aren't you, Eric?
Not so rare.
Well.
All right.
But Tony, you brought up a really great point about letting some of them wither and let them go and not feel bad about it. Because you and I both know, because we work with a lot of entrepreneurs in our ERM family, that they always ask us, how much more should I keep breathing life into this one person to turn them into a client? And I think it's important to know
check
that
your motive at the door. Hold on for a second.
Exactly.
To turn them into a client?
Well, some of those relationships just aren't going to thrive.
Right.
And it's okay. You have to let them go, and you can replace them. This is an evolving garden. So you got to get dirty. You got to get your hands dirty and tend this garden. You can have the most beautiful garden in town, and all those other relationships are going to be honored to be part of it.
Right. But you got to make space for the new healthy ones too, and be willing to kind of let go of what shouldn't be there.
Tony, you guys are doing some really cool stuff over to Extreme Relationship Management. You do things differently. Tell us how we can connect with you and give us a 10,000-foot view of ERM.
Okay, sure. Easiest way to find out more information is at extremerelationshipmanagement.com. And what you'll find is that we're out training people how to network in a completely different mindset. They're not out there selling. They're out there to build this ideal extreme referral engine made of 20 ideal relationships that send you more business than you know what to do with.
I like that. Where do we find more?
At extremerelationshipmanagement.com, or they can call us nationwide toll-free at 855-I-LIKE-ERM.
855-I-LIKE-ERM. I like that phone number. That's a very cool thing. Tony, thanks for the tip, man.
Thank you, Tony.
Have a great day.
All right, let's turn our attention to a network of a different kind. We're always joined at this time by Chris Kaiser, C-Square Computer Consulting, take care of your computer networking issues. Chris, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I'm not sure that I can really talk much about blonde computers.
Come on, dude.
I'm sure I can work it in somehow.
I teed it up for you perfectly.
I think he's been on enough to know how to do that.
Yeah.
Real.
All right, Chris.
So, 65 again, and the reason I want to mention opportunity for not sure how many people are aware of the programs that Microsoft has out there and available for nonprofits, nonprofit pricing on software, etc., donations, and Office 365 is one of those for qualifying nonprofits. They have the E1 Enterprise One plan for nonprofits for free, and for the E3, which includes software, hosted Exchange mailbox, Lync, SharePoint, SkyDrive, online storage, all those things at a significantly reduced price. So just kind of putting out there for nonprofit organizations and entities, Microsoft has some really great solutions and donations available.
I had no idea.
And so we're finding that more and more, and there's some great, very neat nonprofit organizations that are able to leverage this technology either for free or a significantly reduced price. And so, there's a lot of value out there for it. So I wanted to kind of make that announcement. And also through the end of May, there's also Microsoft is offering an incentive or a rebate program for people to, get into the cloud with Office 365. And so for qualifying purchases, they're offering incentives that will pay for the deployment. So a Microsoft partner like us can get funds paid for the deployment of those services.
You're using a big word there, Chris. What does deployment mean?
Planning, installing, configuring.
Oh, getting you set up.
How's that set up?
All right. Okay.
How about make work?
Oh.
Even better.
Is that better?
Now I get it.
Chris, you got to keep it. You got to keep it monosyllabic for me because I don't get it. But I love what you do. Now, Chris, here's what I love about C-Square Computer Consulting, and Carrie, I know you can back me up on this. First of all, legacy sponsors from day one on this broadcast have always been with us. But Chris, you make technology easy, and you do more than just the break fix. You manage people's services in ways that maybe they don't even know. Talk just a smidge about that, will you?
So one of the things that we really help is helping businesses focus on what they do well. And so they're not having to, the owner or the son or the brother or the mom or the wife or whoever doesn't have to do their job and kind of take care of the IT. And we also try to be proactive and kind of keep an eye on things so we can, plan. And, things happen. If you have a plan, you can respond a lot better.
C-Square Computer Consulting been quietly taking over the world as they grow over the years. Chris, where do we find out more information?
You can find us at c2cc.net. You can check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/c2c2it. You can give us a call and pick up the phone. We still have phones at 303-933-1113.
It's a great biz tip today.
It really is, and I love that, Chris. You bring something of value with the Office 365. You're not making any money off of that, but you are informing our listeners, and of course, so many people are on that platform that are being helped. So, Chris, thank you again. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you. You guys have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
C-Squared IT, c2cc.net. And C-Squared IT on Facebook. Now, folks, so when we come back, it's time to woman up. Next on the Experience Pros
I know
Radio
you've been waiting
Show.
all morning for that.
True.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory online at experiencepros.com/directory.
It's time for you to take control of your money. If it's in a 401k, someone else is in charge. Getting a loan from yourself is not what you've always been taught, and it's not complicated. Pick up the phone and call Walt Wilson at Private Pension Design and ask him about the infinite banking concept at 303-550-2847. That's 303-550-2847. You can start learning more at privatepensiondesign.com. There are 10 videos and other tools to help you get out of debt without changing your cash flow or paying extra taxes. You've worked hard for the money you've saved. Learn how to keep more control of it at privatepensiondesign.com.
Hi, everybody. It's me, America's Mr. Right, Jason Lewis. Join me weeknights at 7 for the Jason Lewis Show on KLZ 560, The Source.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Sitting in for Angel is Carrie Conley. Infinite Nation, get your vision, get a life.
I love being Angel Tessie for a day with you.
No, you're Carrie Conley.
Yeah.
Just rocking and rolling.
Yes,
Good to
I
have
am
you with
rocking and rolling because Charlie plays the best music to cue up all of our
You
guests.
hear this,
doesn't he?
American woman?
Yes.
Right?
He's the best. He knows
Just,
exactly what to play for each guest.
It's got a little edge to it. It's got a little, right?
Little
You know what I got to say to our 54% of the people who listen to this broadcast? It's time to woman up! Our next guest is Amy Cohen. She is a career expert, keynote speaker, and the author of the new book, Woman Up! Overcome the 7 Deadly Sins that Sabotage Your Success. She owns the Cohen I'm going to start that over again. She owns Cohen Career Consulting. She writes for the DBJ, and she's appeared on several local news shows as a career expert. Now she's on the Experienced Pros radio show, and for more than 20 years, this has been her message. It's time to pull on those big girl britches and take your career to the next level. Amy, welcome to the Experienced Pros radio show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Very nice to have you here. Woman Up, what made you decide you wanted to write this book?
Well, for more than 20 years, I've been working with professional women at all levels and all industries, and what I found was even though the face across the table for me would change, the stories would remain the same. There was frustration, there were challenges, obstacles, hurdles, and the reality is in the workplace there's a lot of things we can't control.
Right.
I don't think we're going to have equal pay by tomorrow. There's cracks in the glass ceiling, but it's not going to happen overnight. But there's also so much we can do to take control of our own careers and to stop sabotaging ourselves and getting in our own way.
Amy, earlier in the broadcast, we started talking about excuses that people make.
Oh, yeah.
And you've probably heard them all.
Yes.
And this is not a woman or a man demo type thing. This is limitless to that. But, it is time to stop whining.
Yep.
Pull up the britches, if you will, and start moving in the right direction. What's the first step? Where do we go? I mean, how do we start this conversation?
Well, by starting the conversation is exactly what you're saying. Stop sort of doing the blame game.
Yeah.
And stop pointing the finger at everybody else, making those excuses. It's the workplace, it's the workforce, it's the job market.
Mentality. It's going to change. It'll be better tomorrow.
That's right. Also, feeling entitled. That somebody owes you something. So it's time to really sort of hold up that mirror, take a good look at ourselves, and take a little inventory.
Amy, have you noticed that as time goes on, you use the phrase entitled, and I think that, and I don't mean to just, I sound like an old fuddy-duddy here, but the older I get, the more it seems like the newer generations have this sense of entitlement. You come out of college, you expect a six-figure career. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Do you see that?
Every single day. And what's so interesting is that nobody really owes you anything.
Right.
You've got to go out and earn it. And one of the biggest challenges that women have is that they think that they can just sort of put their nose to the grindstone, do a good job, and they're just going to magically be recognized, and by some sort of act of nature, they're just going to be promoted through the ranks. And it is time to really sort of take control of your own career and make that happen.
Yeah. I am in awe, and you two ladies can appreciate this. I'm in awe of females in general. I mean, you guys do more with the whole multitasking thing, but you gotta step up, gotta keep working, gotta do this. You talk about the 7 deadly sins in your book, and I think I know those, but you're probably going in a different direction. What are the 7 deadly sins, or maybe just give us what's the first one?
Well, I'll give you the biggest one, the one that I encounter the most often.
Hold on, folks.
Here we go.
Breaking news.
Got pen and paper.
All right.
The biggest one is in Chapter 7, and that is the undervalue epidemic. That is where we give our services and our talents away for free.
We don't. So true.
Right. Yes. We don't negotiate for more money. We accept what's merely offered to us, and then the dreaded triple D. We downplay, we diminish, and we dismiss all of our accomplishments.
Oh.
And we just end up saying, "Oh, it's no big deal. It's just part of my job."
I just want to help everybody. I want to help the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Doesn't everybody do that?
Yeah.
And nothing could be further from the truth.
I was looking for slothfulness, or what's the one where I like to eat a lot?
Gluttony.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay. All right. Well, I love that. So our listeners are going, all right, you've identified the sins. What do we do?
Well, so the really sort of great thing about Woman Up and the book is, because I don't believe in necessarily just presenting the problem without offering solutions.
Thank you.
So, and it's also about really sort of recognizing the collective experience. Again, with all of those faces across the table from me, the stories were the same, myself included. And so we all want people to like us. We all say yes when we should be saying no. We all want that pat on the back. I mean, the sins apply to everyone. So in this book, I really talk about the sins. There are tons of really relatable anecdotes and shared experiences and stories. I also offer my own guilty confessions because I've committed all the sins a million times over. But most importantly, there are solutions. Practical, action-oriented, doable solutions that you can start implementing in your lives right now that'll make a difference in your career.
And that so is important because we're talking some big stuff here.
Right.
Lots of that stuff going on inside the head that we all need to change. And I love how you're so transparent and say I share some of my own because it's a sign of a good coach and a mentor because it's relatable.
Right.
And I think, especially for entrepreneurs, we tend to think we're the only ones dealing with this. And it's nice to know that everybody is, like you said, collectively is dealing with the same stuff over and over and again.
I'm going to give you an action step right now. It's time to woman up. You got to buy the book, okay? So here it is, Amy. Where do we find the book, Woman Up?
Great question. Super easy. Right now, before it's on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, you can get it from me at womanuppower.com.
I like that, Woman Up Power.
I love that.
Right?
I have a little sticky note in my office that somebody gave me years ago that says, get your big girl panties on.
It's time.
It's framed.
It is time. It is.
So I love your
time.
books. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Amy, a final thought for our listeners as we kind of wrap this up and woman up?
Well, again, it's not about shaming, it's not blaming, there's no judgment attached to it. We're all in this together, and it's, look at your girlfriend, your coworker, tell them to woman up, and we can do this together.
We can do it together. Amy Cohen, thank you so much for joining us today.
Great advice. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Carrie and Eric here on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
When it comes time for you to buy your next new or gently used vehicle, you'll definitely want an auto broker. And when it comes to which auto broker to choose, here's all you need to know. Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. Matt has access to all makes and models and offers fantastic financing, leasing, and can even help you with your trade-in. H.M. Brown has 27 years with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Buy your next car with the integrity and capable help of Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. 303-414-2388. Call today.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress, and when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Bring your box of papers and electronics to be shredded for free on Saturday, June 7th in Highlands Ranch. If you have any old electronic gadgets or confidential documents you want to get rid of, you can do it for free on June 7th. Boy Scout Troop 4 of Littleton will be on hand to help and will be accepting donations of cash or non-perishable food. Each person is welcome to bring up to 3 copy boxes or 1 large trash bag of documents. The electronic items eligible for recycling include laptop and desktop computers, printers, copiers, phones, stereo equipment, fax machines, monitors, TVs, basically anything that plugs into the wall or runs on batteries, except for large appliances. Bring your stuff for the free shred on Saturday, June 7th from 9 a.m. until noon, 1745 Shea Center Drive in Highlands Ranch.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Laura, tomorrow morning at 8. On KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
I would have got up at 3 o'clock this morning.
What?
Right, wake up.
Sorry, I was...
Did you not sleep last night?
I almost never sleep.
I don't sleep straight through the night either.
You don't?
I haven't for years. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It actually shocks me if I get all the way through the night.
Yeah, me too. Actually, that's interesting though. I thought you and Angel are so close in so many ways. I mean, you're just BFFs, right?
Yeah.
And I figured because she talks all the time about the fact that she can turn it off on a dime and sleep the whole night through.
Such a blessing to be able to have that.
Yeah.
She just she has a clean conscience, Eric. That's why she can just.
Is that what's holding me up?
I'm thinking, because you and I both know Angel Tussey, she's the most positive, upbeat.
She is. Absolutely.
Everything's going to be fine. Right. Personality.
Well,
don't worry about a lot of things.
Let's put some science behind what we're talking about here. According to Bill Murphy Jr. in Inc.com, he says there's 5 ways that science says lack of sleep is going to ruin your life.
It's a big claim.
You think you're going to sleep
when your life?
Right? He says you think you're going to sleep when you're dead? You'll probably die sooner, and your life won't be nearly as fun as it could be. A lot of people don't get enough sleep.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough,
so true.
A lot of people get up at 3 a.m., which is, you said that you got up at 3.
I told you, I wake up every night, and before I even look at the clock, I know that it's going to be somewhere right around 3 o'clock.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I find this fascinating.
Most women, if you open up the lines, they would tell you if they wake up. They wake up around that 3 a.m.
Is this part of that mental pause thing I hear about?
I think it has a lot to do with hormones, and there's been a lot of research on that.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. Number 1, lack of sleep harms productivity, right? If you're not getting a restful, I'm not going to say 8 hours or 9 hours because it's different for everybody.
Different for everybody.
Right? But if you're not getting a restful cycle of sleep, your productivity is going to be all over the place. You're gonna miss a lot.
Well, I know that when I don't get enough sleep, that I just don't have the energy to do, all the multiple things that we do every day. You and Angel, I think we're talking about this yesterday on the air, that she was saying she has a lot of energy, and so do I.
Yeah.
So do you.
Right.
But I know on the days where I don't get that restful sleep, I can work at about half mast, meaning I can't do
Sure.
anything that's going to create it's going to take a lot of creative brain power. I just don't have it.
Yeah, well, I totally get it. Lack of sleep kills you slowly. According to WebMD, all kinds of heart issues, diabetes, heart attacks, the risk of stroke, obesity, all kinds of those things are likely to be associated with you not getting enough rest.
Well, that would make sense, and I think the reason for that too is because who wants to exercise when you're too tired,
Yes.
right?
Right?
So if you're not feeling like going to the gym because you just don't have the energy, that would lead to all those things you just named.
Well, if you think we're just being a little too selfish here, guess what? Your lack of sleep also harms the other people around you. It does.
Very true.
You're cranky.
You're grumpy.
You're irritable. And your lack of focus, those, what do you do? You go back and get some sleep, right? You're drowsy
If you
driving.
can, it'd be great.
Right? What about those folks who drowsy drive? Right? I had a rule. I used to travel 150,000 miles a year every year as I toured the country, and I had a rule. If I had to do one of those nods, just one shake off type things, if I had to do that, I would pull over and stop or switch the driver because it simply wasn't worth. Nothing is worth showing up in a box. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Yeah, and it's. Are you a napper? Can you take a nap?
I struggle with naps because my naps, for me to feel like a nap has been useful, I do not know how to do the power nap because I can't turn it off quickly.
Yeah, I know. I can do the power nap.
Yeah,
I am one of those people, if you give me 20, 30 minutes and I can just zap out for that amount of time, I can wake up feeling like I'd slept all night.
I need 45 minutes to get into my 2 hours.
Yeah, I know that there are some people that they just will not nap because they wake up feeling worse.
The brain doesn't shut off, and then if I go down for 15 minutes and I come back, oh God, you might as well just put me away.
Yep.
Lack of sleep hurts your appearance.
Well, I'm thinking you're going to look about 10 years older when you don't sleep very well. The bags under your eyes.
People come over to me and say, what happened to you? You look tired
well,
today.
You just tell them I didn't sleep.
I'm so sick and tired of people telling me I look sick and tired.
Well, you don't look sick and tired today.
No,
you look quite perky today, actually.
I don't sleep well, but I get enough, right? So I really don't fit into a lot of this. But here's the truth: when you don't get enough sleep, your body releases more of the stress hormone cortisol, right? And cortisol in excess amounts breaks down your skin collagen. That's the protein that keeps your skin smooth and elastic.
Right.
You can also lose a bunch of those human growth hormones as well. You just got to be careful. I mean, you need your sleep.
So maybe if I sleep more, I'll get taller?
Maybe. We'll do a study over the next 50 years and find out how that works out. All right. Lack of sleep kills your sex drive. What? Oh!
That explains a lot. Just saying.
Kills your sex drive, your libido.
Yeah.
If you're tired.
Well, it takes a lot of energy.
You're tired.
You're tired.
Your spouse is probably thinking, that's just an excuse. It could be that there's science behind it. Right?
Well, that we can put that in that excuse bucket we were talking about earlier.
Lack of sleep will, guys, listen up, it can wreck your testosterone levels. And the good news is, if you make sleep a priority, if you get the full 8 hours or whatever it is that your body requires, and maybe at least try to take a nap, you can reverse the cycle of these things that are going on.
Yeah, you just got to pace yourself.
Yes, and I did not know that it affected your libido.
I did know that because I used to do talks on this all the time.
You did?
I did.
Are you an expert?
No, I'm not an expert. I just, for a period of my life, was doing talks on hormone balance and all that wonderful stuff that comes with it, and so it would make sense that would affect men in that way, and women.
Absolutely.
Balance is the key to everything. with sleeping, with exercising, with working, with.
Yeah. So there you go. There's your tips for getting your sleep, making sure that it all works out. Hey, wanted to make everybody aware, we have a calendar, right? The Experience Pros Radio Show has a calendar. If you go to experiencepros.com, you click on the meetup icon up at the top right, you can see what's going on a week-to-week basis. And Carrie, there's so much going on.
You guys are the moving party.
Well,
everywhere you go, the party goes with you. So yes, you have a lot of really great networking, connecting events, and the best of the best people at them.
Couple of things that we want to make people aware of today at 1:30 p.m. just after the show here. Paul Monax is offering. He's the business leak detector, and
he's so great at what he does.
Yeah, he finds out. I watched an exchange with him yesterday as he was introducing himself to somebody he'd never met before, and the woman says, "So what do you do?" And he says, "I am the business leak detector. I detect the leaks in your business." And she says, "Well, what's leaking in my business, or what is that?" And he says, "It depends on what's leaking," right? And it's a provocative concept, but here's the deal. He's offering a seminar today, how to turn the first-time customers into lifetime clients.
I have a couple of people that are going to that. They're very excited to learn about it.
Yeah. So that one, let me pull up I'm on the calendar right now. That one is today at 1:30 p.m. at the South Glen Library. He says, stop chasing new customers until you've built stellar experiences and relationships with the customers you already have. You'll keep them coming back again and again, create additional value for your existing clients. This sounds like we wrote this.
Well, that's why he's, a member of this whole group, right?
Absolutely.
We all speak the same language.
So click on the meetup.com/experience pros. Find that offering for today at 1:30. Go check out Paul Monax. It's a brilliant idea. And then, of course, this afternoon we got to talk about what Penny Brendan's doing. She has changed everything. You may remember Penny Brendan as the founder and owner of Open House with Style. Well, today, Open House with Style is now known as the Connecting Expert, right?
And it's the perfect description of what Penny does. You know that I've been doing these with her for over a year now. I'm the on-site coach for all her entrepreneurs and vendors who are there. This has truly turned out to be the best place to show up when you want to network with other people who have that relationship building mentality.
Absolutely. So it's a vendor fair for small business owners, right? There's going to be a bunch of them.
There's over 60 of them there today.
In Arvada at the Lamar Street Center, 5889 Lamar Street in Arvada. It's a free event to attend.
Totally free.
Right.
There's usually food and drink there that you can get. Great big goodie bags with stuff you can take home. But really, if you come there with the mentality that you're going to make a couple of great connections, it's all worth it. It's true. I love Penny. Penny and I grew up together. You knew that.
I did know that. Absolutely. Thursday, that's today, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Lamar Street Center. The Connecting Experts can get you connected like an expert. And that's what you need to do. Make sure you check them out at our calendar. Meetup.com/experience pros. Carrie Conley sitting in for Angel Tussey. InfiniteNation.com is your business.
It is my business, and it's a great community of people that I get to coach.
Help people find a vision. You set goals that stick, and you give them a life. Get their life back,
right? I get them off of the overwhelmed feeling.
I love it. Well, guess what? Hour number 1 is in the can, as they say in professional show business terms. But the good news is we have a whole nother hour with Carrie Conley and expert guests and, of course, me here on the Experience Pros Radio Show. We want to thank Charlie, our producer, and, of course, Carrie for sitting in for Angel. And we want to thank you for tuning in to this, the most positive business talk show in America. We invite you to stay tuned. We invite you to turn up the volume, do business with the people who do business with the pros.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
The Source, KLZ 560.
Hi, this is Scott Watley. Join me every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Sportsman of Colorado right here on 560 KLZ The Source. We'll offer a variety of hunting and fishing experts, outfitters, guns, ammo, and archery specialists. I'll keep Colorado hunters, anglers, and outdoorsmen informed of the latest techniques, products, gear, and conservation news. Join us this Saturday at 7 a.m. for Sportsman of Colorado. Check out our website at sportsmanofcolorado.com.
It has 66 books and over 31,000 verses, but the Bible has only one game show.
This is the American Bible Challenge.
The biggest hit in Game Show Network history is back.
I can't phone a friend, Taylor. You can call Jesus.
Jeff Foxworthy hosts an all-new season of America's favorite family quiz show.
Oh, that's great stuff.
With Grammy-winning musical co-host Kirk Franklin. The American Bible Challenge premieres tonight at 8/7 Central, only on Game Show Network.
This is the legendary KLZ, AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at 560thesource.com. Since 1922, KLZ Denver.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm Kay Long. Weighing in on the VA scandal, one journalist claiming it could mark one of the lowest points of the Obama presidency.
The National Journal's Ron Fournier reacting to the president's comments about the VA scandal on Fox News' special report.
The president has known the VA has been a mess for a long time and hasn't done anything to get it fixed. It's gotten worse recently. For at least the last 2 years, we've known we had these problems and nothing's been done. And he comes out and gives the kind of response Steve was talking about. The fact of the matter is the political response to this thing has been both dishonest and way too weak. And I think this may be one of the lowest points of his presidency.
I'm Tom Peace, the Blaze News.
A terrorist attack in China, investigators saying it's the work of radical Muslims. 2 SUVs plowing through shoppers, setting off explosives on a busy street. More than 30 killed, nearly 100 wounded. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network.
Everyone is making the switch to the Blaze to make it their source for the truth. Why not make it your source for the truth? Make theblaze.com your homepage for news that the other outlets won't even touch. Subscribe to The Blaze TV at theblaze.com/TV or on Dish Network and get access to original programming like For the Record, the show that exposes what's really going on that the government doesn't want you to know. And Real News, the daily conversation on the topics of the day that matter most. Check out the Blaze Radio Network at theblaze.com/radio with original shows like Buck Sexton, The Morning Blaze with Doc Thompson, Pat and Stu, and Jay Severin. Or, if you need something to hold in your hands, subscribe to the Blaze magazine. So basically, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. This is the Blaze. Truth lives here. So just to recap, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. Find out all the ways at theblaze.com.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 The Source.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
We truly need to help you out with the sound effects. What?
They won't allow me a sound effects board, so I have to create my own.
I'm thinking that I'm going to start a fundraising to get that board for you.
I'm with you. I got the first $5. Hey, folks, welcome back to the show. This is the Experience Pros radio show where we remind you that small business is big business. Sorry. And your business is our business.
What happened to you on the way into work today?
I read a news report that there were 3 children taken to the hospital for an incident that happened in Hialeah, Florida. Hialeah!
You've been rehearsing that all morning.
I have not.
Right.
No. It's a shocking story.
Uh-huh.
It really is. 3 children in Florida were taken to a hospital after they were shocked in the pool. Their pool had become electrified.
That's scary.
It is.
It's very scary
Right?
stuff. Was it their pool?
Yeah, well, it was their apartment complex.
Okay, got it.
So, looking further into the story, we found out that this is, and I've actually experienced this before. You get into the pool, you grab the railing, that goes down the steps, right?
Yes.
Grab the railing, and there's current.
Wow.
Right? Well, they found out they drained the pool.
Who would have thought that this would happen?
My question is, why does it take 3? Right?
It took all 3 of them to figure it out.
Oh, we better take her to the hospital. Oh, that one goes.
Well, you know how kids are. They probably thought
a problem in the pool.
Well, they probably thought, hey, that looks kind of fun, right?
This is Carrie Conley. This is a serious subject.
I'm sorry. We'll take it.
The problem is, as they discovered, there were unconnected ground wires in the pool house, likely responsible for electrifying the pool. The pool's drained now, still surrounded by crime scene tape. They're going to check out what's going on.
Kids are fine.
Kids are fine. They're going to be just fine. But here's the deal. A man actually jumped in and tried to save one of the kids and electrified himself by grabbing the railing, right? And nobody identified that it was the railing that was the problem until later. I have done that. I have touched a railing and felt an electrical charge. And it apparently is attributed to unconnected ground wires. You got to be careful.
Well, that's kind of interesting because, don't they just immediately get everybody out of the pool when they see lightning or thunder or any kind of electricity in the air?
See electricity. You can't see electricity unless it's in the air by the way of lightning, right? And the pool is not supposed to be the thing that's supposed to be shocking you. I find the whole thing shocking.
We're just going to have to zap that story.
High five. All right. So here's the deal. The hero cat, you know who I'm talking about when I say the hero cat, right?
Yes, that video's been all over Facebook.
Cat, completely blindsided the dog, right? And saves the boy, chased the dog off. Okay, I understand. A very cool video, fun to watch.
Especially
Thankful
for
that the
pet
boy
lovers,
is going to
they
be
love
great.
that stuff.
He had his 15 minutes of fame on all the national shows. He did that while he was sleeping. But here's the problem. Tara the cat, she's got her internet fame. She's doing fine, whatever. Dogs everywhere are like, don't get me anywhere near Tara, right? But it's gone too far. The hero cat is now throwing out the first pitch at a minor league baseball game. And the way they did that was the pet owner, somebody held the ball, girl held the ball, the pet owner took the cat's paw and swung it like a bat to, quote, throw out. Really?
That frightens me.
It's gone too far.
It really frightens me that people would even think about that idea.
Why would you bring a cat, hero or otherwise, to a minor league baseball game surrounded by lots of people, crazy activity and things like that? You are looking for a clawing disaster. I'm just saying. That's what I think.
And what do you think this cat is thinking when all this is going on?
I don't know the answer to that question.
I don't either.
But you know what?
It just amazes me that people would. I'll bet they had the stands were full that day.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, good news. That is that this opening segment is now over. But even better news, we've got Bernie Dorman. You may remember him he's the founder of CEO Space. He wrote a book, and he's going to help us learn how to be an entrepreneur. I cannot wait because I really want to be one. And then I want to learn how to spell it. Coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the Orange Effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Your photographs are your treasures. Your art collection means something to you, and that jersey you won in that silent auction is providing you with tons of bragging rights, so it matters to you where you have it framed. Trust your framing to the experts at Frame Art, the experts with heart. What matters to you matters to Frame Art. Don't drop your treasures off at a warehouse. Call Frame Art, 303-722-1525, 303-722-1525, located just north of Dartmouth on South Broadway in Englewood. Frame Art. It matters.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dan Denai, Chief Operating Officer with BioT Medical. At BioT, we've developed the safest, most effective way to balance your hormones. Unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams with many dangerous side effects, bioidentical, natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com to learn more. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, it's the right choice.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Sitting in for Angel Tussie today is Carrie Conley, co-founder of Infinite Nation. Welcome.
Welcome to you.
Very nice to have you
for
with
welcoming
us.
Here. It's great to be here.
We're having a good time today. Right?
Having a great time. Always a good time.
Well, here's the thing. Our show caters to the go-getter, the business owner, the startup, the entrepreneur, and everyone. And Bernie Dorman knows a thing or two about being an entrepreneur. You may recognize that name for the Dorman family, which of course operated the largest global resort outfitting firm, Dorman Hotel Supply, several generations. But Bernie's made his own way as the founder and CEO founder of CEO Space International, one of the largest support organizations for business owners. Bernie, welcome back to the airwaves of the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
We're so glad to be with you and Carrie, and I figured out, Carrie, how to get him that soundboard with the special effects. I've taken just in the break, I moved everything that was metal out of my pool in Tarpon Springs, Florida. I just flew back from the largest women's conference in the world. Ariana from the Huffington Post, billionaire woman, Lisa Nichols, I mean the superstars, Jack Canfield of Chicken Soup, everybody there.
Sure.
A lot of fun, thousands and thousands, Long Beach Convention Center.
Wow.
But I never saw an idea. I mean, I coach so many hundreds of women in business, just amazing projects. But when I think that we could take just Florida and get the electricity out of the pool and back into the grid.
Right.
We don't have to spell entrepreneur, just spell I make millions.
Hey, Bernie, that's why you are.
Good idea. We're going to patent that pool grid, and we're going to take pool grid and put that out. It's going to solve our nation's problem. Lightning strikes these saltwater pools and just charges them up. We got to uncharge them.
This would be why he's the founder of CEO Space.
You know, let's let the children get a scholarship fund from their pool electricity. We
Bernie,
all need to short out our wires.
This is why you are the big dog in the pool, if you will, and I love your ability to roll with that. Let me ask you something. We were talking yesterday. We did a big event. We had a couple hundred people, maybe 100 people at our event last night, and we were talking to some people, and Angel made the comment that she says, if you're ever thinking about being an entrepreneur and starting up a new business and whatnot, she says, don't quit your day job. Is there?
That is so important. Is if you will start, they have new rules. Your attorney won't know about it. It's called Regulation A, and we're the largest lobby group in Washington for entrepreneur legislation. This rule came about and was released in March. That's how new this is.
All right.
And you can raise $500,000 to $50 million. And you could do it with a billboard online. All you have to do is file some paperwork with your law firm. It's going to be the biggest thing in law coming up, Regulation A. Everybody's going to get in it. It's legal crowdfunding. It's the way to do it. And it'll change everything when you start to look at it, because money lubricates the little slide that goes into the money pool.
Well, isn't that
Otherwise,
that
your little
is
butties
awesome.
get stuck on there. And keep your day job. Don't leave your ship until you're able to step on a bigger ship.
That's what we were talking about.
I
right
love
there.
that because
yeah.
it's, Bernie, I work with a lot of entrepreneurs too, and they get so overwhelmed with how much money they're pushing out to even start their business. So they get really overwhelmed and discouraged before they even get, their.
Well, the first rule of the entrepreneur is to avoid unrealistic expectation.
Amen.
Right.
The second rule is it takes longer than you think and it costs more money than you expected.
That is
But you'll
so
get there.
true.
Just revise your weak plan to a strong plan and get a couple mentors. Mentors make millions. You can go to anyone in your industry that's the top, phone through their secretaries and say, could I just have lunch with him sometime in the next 30 days? I want him to mentor me. Will you? Everybody at the top wants to give back, wants to mentor.
Sure.
The most powerful words, will you mentor me? That's worth 2 years of experience.
That is so true.
Amen. So, Bernie, I got a question for you. As we've given some sound advice already here, not to quit the day job until you find a bigger ship and whatnot. Is there? You talk a little bit about personality types, and does it take a certain personality type to juggle that 9 to 5 while they're still trying to get this business off the ground?
Well, Tony Robbins and I have had an argument. That's the Tony Robbins and I. He just asked me to approve him on my LinkedIn. I must be doing something right. Tony Robbins and I have been arguing for 20 years on the issue of his idea that some people are entrepreneurs, gifted and born to it, and they should do it, and the rest get out of the way because you pull society down, you lose money for investors, etc.
All right, so what side are you on?
Well, CEO Space has created more successes. Tony then would not have taken a second-grade school teacher making a little product in her bathtub that she became packaged, branded, out in the market, airborne. Allergies, colds, you use it for your children.
You bet.
Sold for $500 million. I'm saying that merger acquisition, Tony would have said that person's not a born entrepreneur. No, they learned. You can learn, earn, and then return and give back as a mentor and give back your money. And that's what people are doing today. And at the Impact Leadership, it's called Impact Investing Leadership or Impact Investor Leadership in Utah. They're coming up and bringing the billionaires together to form trusts to directly give back to entrepreneurialism in a positive way where they're investing instead of vulture capital in the shark tank. They're going to create the dolphin tank.
Vulture Capital, I love it. Bernie Dorman, the author of Redemption, The Corporate Revolution, and, of course, the chairman and the founder of CEO Space International. Where can we get a copy of your book, Bernie? Because you make so much sense.
Any bookstore, but the president has handwritten me a letter regarding that. Redemption, the Cooperation Revolution. And you get it at Amazon. Just click Amazon and do Redemption, Bernie Dorman, with a pick that book up. And remember, the president's reading it, Jeb Bush is reading it, Hillary Clinton's reading it. You should read it. It'll help your home space, your workspace, and it'll certainly help your dreams.
Brother, it's a big book. I've read it twice. Thank you so much for being on the show. We appreciate you so very much.
Thank you so much.
Let's get that new soundboard.
All right.
The sooner the better.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, folks, when we come back, we've got business tips and insights coming up next. Don't turn the volume down. In fact, turn it up. Do business with the people who do business with the pros.
The Experienced Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Burt Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Burt Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Burt Middleton, the gout killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Burt directly 970-485-5955.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
When it comes time for you to buy your next new or gently used vehicle, you'll definitely want an auto broker. And when it comes to which auto broker to choose, here's all you need to know. Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. Matt has access to all makes and models and offers fantastic financing, leasing, and can even help you with your trade-in. H.M. Brown has 27 years with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Buy your next car with the integrity and capable help of Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. 303-414-2388. Call today.
When you think of going to the dentist, it makes you uncomfortable and uptight. You recall the dark ages of dentistry. Weisbard Dental wants to change that image. Imagine being welcomed in a comfortable, beautiful, brand new dental office with digital x-rays, digital photos, being comforted throughout the entire process. At Weisbard Dental, you'll be treated while relaxing in their massage chairs. Make an appointment for Weisbard Dental at 303-773-3373. Check them out at weisbarddental.com. WEISBARD dental.com.
I'm Dr. Lee Weisbard, and I can make you smile.
Grassroots Radio Colorado with Ken Clark and Jason Worley today at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros radio show. Very nice to have you along with us. Sitting in for Angel Tussey today is Carrie Conley. Infinite Nation. Get a vision, set a goal, get a life.
Can you just follow me around and be, like my intro into every door and say that?
I would kind of like that.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah.
I'd feel really. I feel like Angel Tussey.
Should I get a trumpet?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I don't get a tiara because Angel gets the tiara.
Are you kidding me? She's got all the tiaras and she's getting 2 more crowns today. Can you believe that?
Yes, she is.
She's at the dentist. She's at my dentist. Mm-hmm. She went over to Dr. Lee Weisbard. She's getting 2 crowns.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Gosh. Happy girl.
Yes.
I'm certain. Hey, it's time for business tips and insights, and then you know what that means.
It's my favorite part.
Matt Skinner with RMK Cartridge is on the line with us. Matt, welcome to the show.
Hi, Matt.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Matt, what is going on over at RMK Cartridge, and what is our tip for today?
Oh, we're just staying busy driving around town. That's what we're doing.
Well, let's talk about that for just a minute. We'll get to your tip in just a second, Matt. But driving around town, Carrie, do you know that if you need your ink cartridges, your toner cartridges, anything having to do with any kind of printing whatsoever, did you know that RMK Cartridges not only remanufactures, doesn't do that drill and fill crap. Can I say that on the air?
You can.
But they do the remanufacture, so it's going to be better than new, and that's at least what I get to say. And then they deliver for free. I mean, it's just amazing, Matt. You guys run a great business.
It's such a great service.
Well, I appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you. Okay, what are we talking about today, man?
I think it is that, your employees work real hard for you, and, they build up vacation time, and it always seems like they are always trying to find time to go to take vacations or time off, and sometimes as an owner you just got to kind of kick them out the door and tell them you need to leave for a couple days.
Sorry, Matt, you're breaking up on us.
It's just a fact. Sometimes they just need to get out of the office or whatever they're doing, go recharge their batteries and kind of just relax and not have to worry about I don't really want to take time off because of money and this, that, and another. Just make them go do it, because actually by the time when they come back, they're ready to work again and they're happy, and sometimes you just have to force them to do it. Plus they earned it.
Matthew Skinner, you know that I love you, and I loved your dad, and I love your family, and you just told all my employees that they're going to get a time off.
But if they earn it, they deserve it. That's the way I look at it. They're kind of like family members, and you need to treat them like it.
That's why you're the rock star, dude. I love it. Absolutely.
Well, though, Matt, that it took Eric 12 years to take a vacation.
Well, that's his problem.
Yes, it is.
He's in the room.
Telling him to leave.
He's in the room. All right. Hey, Matt. Good advice. Solid advice. And because really your employees, your staff, are your first line of customer service. And happy staff, happy customer service, right? I mean, I can describe your customer service by the look on your staff's face. Love that. RMK Cartridge, putting the color back into your life. Matt, where are you located, and what can you do for us?
Yeah, we're located at 5176 South Broadway in Inglewood. You can always find us online at rmkcartridge.com, and you can always give us a call at 303-781-2076, and we specialize in saving people money on their ink and toner needs.
And let's just qualify that, 30 to 50% on your print item, line item, which can be massive depending on which printer you have or printers you have in your operation.
Doctors don't even do house calls anymore. I mean, this is amazing service.
Don't make me call a doctor. You know what? Just for you, I'm going to get a doctor in the next segment.
Really?
Yes. Just because you said it.
Wow.
Right.
And
Matt,
you acted really fast.
Matt Skinner, thank you.
Hey, thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Matt.
Cartridge, rmkcartridge.com. Now, what do you do when you're trying to sell stuff, right? We got Liz Wendling is an amazing business consultant. She's a sales expert, and she knows a little bit about emotional intelligence, and she is with us now.
Okay, Liz Wendling rocks at what she does.
Welcome, Liz.
Hey, welcome to you two.
Hi, Liz.
Liz,
hello.
What are we talking about today?
We are talking about how to be a rock star when you're closing.
Now, closing what? Like the bedroom door? Oh, sales. All right. Because I am a rock star when I close the bedroom door. All right. Okay. Sales closing rock star. How do we do it?
Well, the trick is to stop focusing on the close. Too many people put the emphasis on the close, and while the close is important, when you only focus on the close, you take your focus off the customer, and you take the focus off of the opening. Sometimes you never even get to the close if you blow the opening and don't put the focus on the consumer.
That is a story of my social life.
To close sales.
Yeah. No, that's a story of my social life. Absolutely. All right, so don't put so much emphasis on the close.
No, it's important, but that's not where all the emphasis belongs, because there's a beginning and a middle that you forgot that you have to be pretty good at as well.
Yeah, and I've seen people do that, Liz, where they get so focused on, okay, I've got to say the right thing and I've got to get to the closing, where they miss the whole, like you said, building the relationship and asking the right questions and really listening.
Right.
You did such a great training that Angel and I went to last Friday on that.
Listening?
Thank you.
Yes.
Liz, listening is important?
It actually is, yes. Asking questions and then actually taking the time to listen. Too many people are willing to ask all those questions, but they only listen because they want to respond versus really listen for deep understanding. So your job isn't to close people. Your job is to help people close themselves. So you create an atmosphere and an experience that makes people want to buy. That's how you become a closing rock star.
I like this.
So she's so right on about that, because I've been in sales over 25 years, and it used to be all about the right presentations. And if I say this, I give them this option or that option, and all those little games they're just not working anymore. And people just really need to find out, what are your pain points and how can I solve them?
And consumers are sick and tired of being on the receiving end of those old school sales closes and techniques that, some salespeople are out there trying to be better closers. They don't realize that their customers are getting better at buying, and they don't deal with people who treat them that way.
Well, and Liz, do you find out that the social revolution, if you will, has directly affected this this category of sales folks?
It has, but in a very different way. Now the consumer is a little further into their decision-making process, but they still need professionals to help them facilitate the buying process. So they might come to the game and come to the sales situation knowing a lot more, but they still need someone with the expertise and insight to guide them through the rest of that sale, not just to push them into a sale.
Right.
Yeah, this makes sense, and it goes right along with what you say all the time. Change your sales approach, and you change your sales results.
Amazing.
Right? Liz, you are brilliant. Give some contact information to our listeners, if you will, please.
I could be reached at 303-988-9157 or directly on my website, where I do have a free audio 1-hour training on there where they can start already learning some tips of some things to take out of their sales language, and that's at evolvedselling.com.
evolvedselling.com. Folks, you simply will not, you won't regret it. Go check out Liz Wendling, get that 1-hour training, and start your journey with Liz as she helps you both evolve your selling and close. Be a closing rock star.
Yeah, I've seen you train a couple times, Liz, and you are just so right on, and I love everything you talk about.
I'm totally
Thank
getting
you
it.
so much for your support. I appreciate that.
I'm going to download it just to figure out how I can be a better opener so that I can be a better closer with the girls.
There's another book for you, Liz.
Right?
That's right.
Just change sales to girls, and we're good to go. They do that with a word search thing these days now. You just highlight, and it's all done. Yep. New book. Okay, Liz.
You would know that.
We love you, dear.
Okay.
Thanks, Liz.
Bye-bye.
You betcha. Well, Carrie, you got a little mouthy here during the segment, and you said something about calling an MD, get a doctor in. You know what? I'll see that and raise you one. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit to Dr. Zeitler, who knows everything about whatever it is you're going to ask. Coming up next.
I can't wait.
On the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You make all kinds of plans for your business, but have you planned for the event that you may need long-term care? Did you know that you can have long-term care insurance that offers you tax advantages and a guaranteed rate of return? Walt Wilson is a licensed agent working in the financial services segment of the insurance industry, and he's a pro when it comes to long-term care. It only takes a moment to register for the next free webinar that could literally change your financial outlook. Visit privatepensiondesign.com today and click the LTC webinar tab.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff-it-up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Dennis Miller here. Be sure to tune in for the Dennis Miller Show, where we talk politics, entertainment, and everything in between. Our guests are the best you'll hear on radio. It's radio you can trust, right here on the Dennis Miller Show.
Tonight at 10 p.m., it's the Dennis Miller Show, right here on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/ExperiencePros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. If you can hear the music, count yourself blessed, because not everybody can. Carrie Conley, sitting in for Angel Tussey, you threw down something about now we need a doctor or whatever. Guess what? I found one.
You know, you are amazing. It's like magic.
It's not magic. I just ran downstairs, found some guy walking the lobby, and I said, hey, you, come with me.
And he has a great story to tell.
Right. His name is Dr. Daniel Zeitler. He is an otologist and a cochlear implant surgeon at Denver Ear Associates. And you may recognize his name because of something that happened recently here in the recent history of May 1st. Dr. Zeitler did a surgery on a 63-year-old woman, Kay Tritt, single mom, a couple of daughters from Wyoming, and she's been, for all intents and purposes, deaf, right?
Right,
and
for decades.
And have you ever seen or heard of cochlear implants?
No, I don't know a lot about it. So talking with him a little bit has been fascinating.
This guy in the lobby seems to know a lot about it.
Or a dime a dozen.
Dr.
He just got his degree.
I do not believe that for a minute. Dr. Daniel Zeitler, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Very, very nice to have you. This is a cool story for so many different levels, and let's paint the picture here. Kay Tritt, you did the surgery for her, is that correct?
That's right.
And implanted cochlear implants, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. The sub-story to this is you did it for free.
That's right.
Tell us how that happened and what's the story behind the story.
So cochlear implants by themselves are typically covered by insurance plans, but if you were to pay cash out of pocket for the device, the surgery, the hospitalization, you'd be looking at a really nice car, probably in the neighborhood of $60,000 to $70,000 all in. So the Colorado Neurological Institute here in Denver has a program. It's a nonprofit institute and has a program called the Cochlear Implant Assistance Program. Since 2002, we take applications from around the country and give out between 5 and 6 devices every year to people who qualify both financially in need as well as people who qualify medically as far as their hearing tests, etc. And typically the device is donated by Cochlear Americas, which is one of the cochlear implant companies also here in Denver. But usually the surgery, the hospitalization, and the anesthesia fees are charged to the patient. So they end up paying about $8,000 rather than $60 or $80. We decided to do Kay a favor and put all in for free. So I donated my surgery time for free. Swedish Hospital donated their ORs for free. The anesthesiologist donated their time. So Kay Tritt didn't open her wallet.
You know,
It's amazing.
And then she didn't open her wallet, but you opened a new world for her. Tell us about cochlear implants, and I have so many questions about this. I mean, I know a couple of people.
You'll have to have me back.
And then we may very well, but I know a couple of people who have gone through this surgery, and what okay, what's involved first of all in the implant?
Well, to be a candidate, you have to meet certain audiologic criteria, which are pretty clearly laid out by Medicare, and then the other health care companies follow.
Right.
Once you meet the criteria, which is a moderate to profound deafness, so we're talking people who really can't hear. These are not, you know, your typical folks in the restaurants who say, "What'd you say?" I mean, these are people who really struggle day in and day out.
Sure.
So once you qualify, the insurance approves the device. The device itself is about the size of my thumb, a little bit bigger.
There's an internal and an external part,
That's right. Yeah. So the internal part is what I put in during a surgery. The external part is what the audiologist attach post-operatively.
The cochlea is the conch shell.
That's right.
Conch shell?
Conch or conch, yeah. Piggy
would
just say conch, I think.
Okay, and that's the thing that helps. There's so many bones and all that stuff going on in the inner ear, but that's what that helps us hear.
That's right.
You implant something there, and then externally there's something that goes attached to the head.
That's right. Yeah. So the surgery itself takes about an hour and a half. We take an electrode that's up anywhere between 20 and 28 millimeters long, depending on the manufacturer of the device. We use a microscope because we're operating in millimeter size spaces. And after about 2 weeks, when the device has been put in, after about 2 weeks, the audiologist attached the outer piece, which you're referring to, and it gets, quote, turned on.
Okay, and what then happens? I mean, how, do they hear like you and I hear, or?
It's a great question, because no one that hears knows what they're hearing.
Right.
It's a very unique experience for each patient. They'll describe it. Kay, for instance, when she got turned on, thought that everybody sounded like Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, and she just giggled the whole time because she thought she was in a cartoon.
Wait. How does she know? How does she know what did Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, I guess from childhood.
Okay, so
she wasn't born deaf. She
was not born deaf. That's right.
All right. Well, then that's fair.
But you know, out of the box, these people will hear noise. They will hear sounds like you and I hear. So if I play a beep, they'll hear it. The speech recognition and understanding is the part that tends to take the time.
I would imagine if you're trying to, you know, you and I, we grew up hearing the sounds and interpreting and learning over the course of time. I would imagine it would take time to interpret.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, we have star performers who come back the next appointment 2 weeks later, and it's like they're already hearing like they used to. And then we have patients who take 12 to 18 months to really max out their potential. We do have some predictive things that we can kind of use to guess who's going to be in what group, but every person is just very individualized, and you can't really make any rules.
Well, I tell you what, you know, of course, if you listen to talk radio, you know that there's a pretty famous guy, love him or hate him, Rush Limbaugh, who went through a cochlear implant.
Just had a second one.
Is that
actually.
right?
That's right.
All right. He saved his career with no questions asked, and interestingly enough, I just think it's fascinating. I want to say thank you on behalf of all of our listeners for you guys ponying up your part to make Kay's experience as amazing as it is.
Well, it's not every day as a doctor that you get to do this kind of thing. I mean, this is why most of us do what we do. It's not because we love calling insurance companies and treating, little problems here and there. These are the people that we really feel like we help, and if we have the opportunity to do it for someone who couldn't otherwise benefit, it's a no-brainer.
It's the whole reason I think you come into your profession.
Yeah, nowadays.
Absolutely.
I think that is so great. Did she have a room full of her family with her?
She did, yeah. She brought her daughter, her 2 grandkids. In fact, probably the first words she heard were "I love you" from one of her grandkids. Yeah. We said that all the eyes in the room were sweating.
I'm going to say I'm going to tear up right here. That is so.
Right. Yeah. No, it was.
I'm happy for her.
Yeah,
I truly am happy for her.
All right. Well, Dr. Daniel Zeitler, thank you so much for joining us in the studio today. Thank you for what you did for Mrs. Tritt. We're so grateful for everything that you've done, and we're grateful also if you know somebody who needs service and help, check out the Colorado Neurological Institute's Cochlear Assistance Program. It may be that that's a good fit for you as well. Again, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Yes, thanks.
You betcha. Folks, please don't go anywhere, because when we return, you got to meet our next guest. He's going to wrap up our show. Nick May, Walls by Design. He's going to surprise you. He is that good. You're listening to Angel and Eric. Actually, Carrie and Eric. Sorry about that. Old habits. Carrie's sitting in for Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Bring your box of papers and electronics to be shredded for free on Saturday, June 7th in Highlands Ranch. If you have any old electronic gadgets or confidential documents you want to get rid of, you can do it for free on June 7th. Boy Scout Troop 4 of Littleton will be on hand to help, and will be accepting donations of cash or non-perishable food. Each person is welcome to bring up to 3 copy boxes or 1 large trash bag of documents. The electronic items eligible for recycling include laptop and desktop computers, printers, copiers, phones, stereo equipment, fax machines, monitors, TVs, basically anything that plugs into the wall or runs on batteries, except for large appliances. Bring your stuff for the free shred on Saturday, June 7th from 9 a.m. until noon, 1745 Shea Center Drive in Highlands Ranch.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress, and when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
You know, the last time I was on Denver radio, Rocky Mountain High was just a song. Hi, everybody. It's me, America's Mr. Right. Jason Lewis. Join me weeknights at 7 for the Jason Lewis Show on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
I see a red door and I want it painted black.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. And Carrie Conley,
I feel like I just got here.
we're having fun.
Can we just stay on for a few more hours?
I'm
Will they
okay
let
with
us do
that. We'll have to ask the guy next to us. I mean, the guy after us,
All right. Well,
right?
maybe we should go to the beach.
We just
and
bump that Ramsey guy.
all right. He won't mind. He loves you.
3 more hours of the Experience Pros radio show. Carrie
do it.
Conley, Infinite Nation. Thanks for sitting in for Angel today.
Pleasure.
Very nice to
Love
have
it.
you. And guess what? Nick May, Walls by Design, we have no stranger to these airwaves. Fantastic friend of Angel, myself, and our listeners, is in the studio with us. Nick, welcome.
Hi, Nick. How
Hey,
are
thanks
you?
for having me. I'm doing great.
Great.
Man, it's great to have you in the studio again. We love having you here. It's just so much fun. Walls by Design, much more than your typical house painters. Talk to us.
Well, at Walls by Design, we do paint houses, inside, outside, but we're a little bit different. We only hire artists. And then we hire artists and we teach them. So we hire the starving artists typically, and we teach them the art of painting houses.
No, okay. We gotta back up for a minute. Okay. Artists need to be taught how to paint a house. I mean, painting houses is there skill involved?
There is. We actually have a process for everything that we do in the house. From how do we walk in the house? How do we fold a drop cloth up? How do we clean a brush? How do we do a straight line on the baseboards and around the doors? And all of those.
You
things.
had me a straight line.
That's right.
I totally get why you would do that, because it is a process, and it is. It's a creative process. I've used many painters over the years, and what I really appreciate them is if they can give me their artistic take on the color, because I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
And most people aren't.
And we help probably, 99% of our customers figure out what that perfect color is. We use bigger color boards and find out what they actually want to see and feel in the house, and look at all the different color or the light aspects in each of the rooms. And it's a whole process. But, the interesting thing about what we do is it's one thing to be painting the walls, but the other thing in my industry that makes us probably pretty unique is it's the whole process.
Mm-hmm.
You decide, hey, I think I'm going to paint my house. So you go and you're going to call a couple of guys. One guy might call you back. Another guy might not call you back. One guy might be, driving down the road and I don't know. Can you email me the information? I'll get back to you later.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes to actually meeting, so you got these 3 people coming to your house. First guy shows up. He's 20 minutes late. He's covered in paint head to toe. Looks around. Goes, I don't know, maybe $1,500.
Mm-hmm.
Another guy, maybe he shows up 20 minutes early. You're like, I wasn't ready for you, but just come on in anyways. And he, makes some notes, and he says, I'm going to get back to you. A week goes by. Do you have that estimate? So finally you
I've
get
had that happen too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we've kind of streamlined the whole entire process. We didn't just look at how do we paint, how do we make straight lines, but what's the customer experience?
Absolutely.
Very
critical.
important, especially for me to be sitting in this chair. What's the whole customer experience? So communication is huge. We have Joan in our office who is kind of the hub central of communication, and she makes sure everybody's on the right page. Everyone gets to where they're supposed to, when they're supposed to.
Time out for just a minute. We're talking to Nick May, Walls by Design, and he's talking about Communication.
Well, and he's talking about it on an emotional level because, especially for women, which I'm going to guess
absolutely
you have a lot of that conversation with the women.
They're the ones
This
who
is
make
a
those
big
decisions.
deal. You are now talking, I have a house that has really high ceilings. So we're talking about, and I loved how you said you paint the color on a bigger board. It's so hard to take a paint chip
Swatch,
and see that all over a wall.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're actually one of the only paint contractors that has a collection of paint from Benjamin Moore. It's about 140 colors, 18 by 18 inch squares.
I love him on the $100 bill, by the way.
It's huge.
Yeah, he's amazing.
But this is an emotional decision.
It is.
This is your living space, and for some of us, our workspace too.
Yeah, and there's nothing else that's more intimate. Like, we go into the depths and the corners of your house. We're moving stuff, and we're in the bathroom, and dressers get moved.
And you're discreet and professional.
Yes. Absolutely.
Love that. Hey, I took the liberty of reaching out to one of your customers.
You did?
I did.
Nice.
Jamie has this to say. She says, what a great experience we had with Nick at Walls by Design. We just bought a house. We had a tight time frame to paint the entire house. Nick's crew was professional. They came in and wore shoe covers. They were friendly and meticulously clean. Huge bonus. She says the work they performed was truly done by artists. They even came back after we moved for touch-ups, because sometimes when you're moving, you're bumping.
Yep.
Right? Had it happen in our office just a couple of days ago. And here's the thing. These guys are the real deal. We are customers for life.
Nice.
That's Jamie. She wrote about you.
So great.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. On the touch-up thing, we have probably one of the only people in the country, or painting companies, we do free touch-ups for life.
For life.
As long as you live in the house, we'll come back once a year and touch up anything that we've painted.
Wow.
So I don't know who does that, and then we have a lifetime warranty. So if anything ever goes wrong, you just call us. And so, we've just tried to think about if I was the customer, what would I want? How would I want to be supported? And we just made it happen.
Well, the other thing too is that you're living with these people while you're doing this whole house. I mean, then you become
Most
a part
of
of
the
the family for a couple of weeks.
Absolutely.
So knowing that you're going to be on time, that you're going to be clean, that you're going to be respectful and discreet, this is a big deal.
Yeah.
Love that.
We actually had an independent company come in and do a survey of our customers over a 6-month period of time, and asked 5 basic questions. There's a name to it, but I can't remember what that was called. But she came back this week and told us we got a 92% customer referral.
Off the charts.
That's awesome.
And that may sound like, why didn't we get 98? But I asked her, so what do bigger companies get in this? And she said, well, if you're in IT, then you might get 30.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I'm imagining other people in our industry probably are probably down in those 30 or 20.
Interior painting, exterior painting, anything you need. Walls by Design. Can you guys do that Fox stuff?
The faux painting,
yes. That's what I meant.
We can do, because we have artists. I mean, we do have
I wondered
one,
about that.
Yeah, we actually have one guy who's been trained overseas and in New York, and he's kind of our faux finish master, if you will. And he actually, right now, he's working in a large home in Denver, and he's taking all of their painted woodwork and making it look like their cherry doors that are throughout the house. And so it's an amazing process. We had some videographers go over and take some video footage of it, and we're going to have that up on our website pretty soon. But it's pretty cool. Really cool.
I can tell you really love what you do.
I do. I love it. But we do all those things, but and some people go, well, would you come and take a look at my 2-bedroom condo? And we say, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. We go down, our minimum is $450. We have a painter for a day program that we would come out and do anything that they needed for $450, up to 8 hours.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, you're my new best friend.
Right? I know.
Truly, this is great stuff.
It is. And we just, and our guys love it. We have a production manager that keeps everybody in the field on the same page. And, it takes a team to do it. We're probably one of the larger residential paint contractors here in Denver, and it takes a staff of folks to make it happen, and they do it fantastic every single day, from the office to the field and everything in between.
This is why Walls by Design is a member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, and I'll tell you something, Nick, we've always loved what you do. We follow you. I want to be like you. Well, you have hair. But I'll tell you, I just am so thrilled with what you're doing. We got to tell our listeners where we can find you.
Okay, so there's 2 very easy ways. So if you can remember Walls by Design, you can remember wallsbydesign.com.
Yep.
That one's easy.
Yep.
And then the other one is 844 Paint Colorado.
Oh, come on. 844 Paint
CO.
CO.
Yep, that's it.
Perfect.
That's our phone number. So it's very easy. We try to make everything easy.
You know, and
Easy button, right?
I get that.
well, that's taken. But I'll tell you this: you don't have to go to Staples to find Nick May. Walls by Design, wallsbydesign.com, or 844 Paint Colorado, Paint CO.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Nick, will you come back next week?
You know, I would love to. And in fact, you know, I'm a paint contractor.
Yeah.
But because I've been doing this for 15 years, lots of folks ask all sorts of home remodeling questions.
Oh.
And so next time I come, can we talk about what questions people might have?
Absolutely. If you've got a question, write it in on our Facebook wall or just call Nick, 844 Paint CO.
Great.
Nick, we got to go, man.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
This was fun.
On behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and Carrie Conley here at InfiniteNation.com, we say thank you. Thank you for tuning in and participating in this, the revolution in how people treat people in business. Guess what? We're going to do it again tomorrow.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.